1 year ago, I started my own food YouTube channel, the Foodie Kitchen Review. 12 months on, I'm going to share with you what I learned in that first year on YouTube and how I built my channel to over 1,000 subscribers. I'm going to break it down in 5 key tips, and I'm going to share with you how you can build your own following on your food YouTube channel as well. Without further ado, let's dive straight in. Planning. Before stepping into each video, I'd highly recommend thinking about what you're doing. Think about the strategy, think about the concept, think about the type of feel and the type of look, and of course the food you want to get over in your video. I think this is really important, and in the early days it would be so easy for me to dive straight in and just to make it up on the spot. The reality is nobody is that good, and it's all about preparation and planning and thinking about your video. So in more recent times, it's been important for me to actually look at the video and to research it on YouTube. And I think a really good way of doing that is to see what other videos are already on YouTube, maybe watch a couple, look at the thumbnails, look at how it's presented before each video. I mean, this is how I do it, but I just have a sheet of A4, I fold it in half, I write my intro, I write the ingredients, the method of cooking, I write about thumbnails, I write about any kind of different camera angles I want to get. So on that bit of A4, I've got a plan, I've got a really good plan of how I want to do it. That's a really good guide, and it just can give me that structure to make sure that I just kind of follow it all through. Be yourself. This second tip is all about finding your presence on camera. And this may seem easy, just kind of talking to a camera and kind of coming over in the right way. But actually, it does take a little bit of practice. And me being a year in, I do feel a little bit more comfortable than I did. But I think to start with, it does take a little bit of practice just to build up your kind of confidence and your presence in front of camera. I think for a lot of people, it's maybe not as easy, and a lot of people could get a little bit nervous. But people really buy into people, and if you can have your personality, if you can be you, I think that's really important. The more you can relax and the more charisma and personality you have, I think people are going to really love that, because you're going to be more engaging. But most importantly here is be you, have your own style, and enjoy it. Find your niche. I think this is really important, and this is something which you cannot do overnight. This is really following on from the last point. It's basically all about being an individual. I think it's really easy just to copy, just to emulate different people, which probably in the earlier days is a good way to go. But ultimately, you've got to find your own way, you've got to find your own path. And I think everybody, will have a different style, a different way of doing things. Some people want to be a home cook, some people want to be really chefy, some people want to be a home baker, some people want to be funny. There's so many different things to do. Most importantly though, you've got to find your zone, your personality. If you look at someone like Barry Lewis, I was only looking at Barry's channel the other day. He's been on YouTube about 11 years or so. He's now coming up to 1 million subscribers. And really, so when you backtrack and you look at his first year he probably posted 60 odd videos. But it's really interesting because year on year, you just see his style kind of evolve and change. And really, when I look at his channel, he's kind of known to be a little bit different, a bit quirky. He does, kind of supersized sweets and sort of different meals, and that's something quite fun and quite unique. So he's kind of carved out, his own niche. I think he started out, just kind of cooking in his virgin kitchen, he used to call it. But then he really honed in his style, and he found something quite different. That's really important, just to be confident, be different. Don't be like the rest of everybody else on YouTube. I'm very English, and I'm really proud of our cuisine. So I really want to showcase that. I want to show the world British food can be amazing. So that's why I've done more regional dishes like Lancashire hot pot and Norfolk dumpling and spotted dick. Something a little bit different, a little bit unique. So yes, this is what this tip is all about. It's about developing your own niche, you can't do this overnight. It really does take time, and I think you've got to be patient. I think you've got to play the game. I think you've got to start producing content, do a video a week, do 2 videos a week, really kind of push yourself, and then you will naturally start to fall into a little bit more of a concept, a little bit more of a niche. I have my favorite YouTubers, and I probably take a little bit of them all, and I kind of just have my own style, which is constantly developing, and I'm nowhere near the end goal yet, but hopefully I will be, as I continue on my YouTube journey. So I think that's the most important thing with this. Be bold, be confident, have your own vision, have your own style, and really follow it through. Be inspired by other YouTubers. This is so important, and I think hopefully a lot of people gain inspiration, gain vision from other YouTubers. For me, I wouldn't be where I am today if I hadn't have looked at other creators and just see how they put their content together. It's so insightful, and there's so much to learn. I think when I first started, I didn't really know what I was doing, but slowly but surely I've really kind of learned, and I've really kind of got my kind of concepts and vision a little bit clearer, and that really wouldn't have been possible if I hadn't been looking on other food YouTubers, people I really admire and look up to, and people that just kind of shoot things and it's so well executed. The timing's good, the lighting, the audio is fantastic. My main inspiration on YouTube from other food cooking creators are Not Another Cooking Show. This guy is absolutely amazing. He's been going a few years, and he is just such an artist with what he's doing. I think, like the way he kind of moves his camera about, and he has his little intro at the start, and he's kind of flipping his camera and different things, and it's just incredibly well done. It's so artistic, it's so creative. His music, he's getting all his music from SoundCloud, and it's just something else. So I think stylistically, this guy produces beautiful content. I'm going to put a link below so you can check out his channel, because I've learned so much. Another interesting element to his channel, he doesn't openly say his name. It's Not Another Cooking Show. It's all about episodes, it's about seasons, it's really treated like a cooking show, and a lot of thought has gone in behind that concept. So definitely check out the channel, Not Another Cooking Show. It is phenomenal. Another inspiration is Ethan. Ethan is a self-proclaimed cooking nerd that likes to find better ways of cooking at home. This guy's a bit of a genius. I think he's quite technical, and he has lots of little hints and tips and hacks on how to do really good food. He's he's just so articulate, and he comes over so well on camera. I'll put the link below to this video. He kind of talks about his journey. His first year he didn't see a lot of growth. The second was a little bit better, but then he suddenly jumped from like 20,000 subscribers up to 400 odd thousand subscribers, something mad like that. And it's all about being consistent. And he said, there's a lot of times where I felt I wanted to quit, but he just kept kind of digging in, he kept going, and his content has just got better and better and better. It started off at a pretty high level anyway, and then he's just refined it. So Ethan is definitely an amazing home cook, and he has a pretty awesome YouTube channel as well. Someone else I'm really inspired by is Brian from Weeds and Sardines. His YouTube channel has been going about a year or so. It's quite early days for him, but he's really just shot up. I remember when he was on 10,000, is now on like 70 odd thousand subscribers. This guy is, again, like a bit of a genius, and I think he's maybe got some core skills before he started his YouTube channel. But his content is just of a premium quality. He just edits and puts it all together so well. This guy's channel has grown significantly, and I think he's just going to continue to sort of blow up. He's a really good content creator. As a general benchmark though, be inspired. Take that inspiration from people at the top of their game who really know what they're doing, and learn from them. They've got years and years and years worth of experience. It's incredible stuff, and I definitely wouldn't be where I am if I hadn't have looked at what my peers are doing, and most importantly what these guys are doing, and what I can really learn from them. Keep learning. I know you could probably see this one coming with everything I've been talking about, but it is so important, isn't it? I think you just need to have that mindset of trying to constantly improve and just get better and better. This is easier said than done. I think you need to get out of the comfort zone, you need to push yourself, you need to look at what you're doing, you need to look at your food content, you need to look at your thumbnails, you need to look at the videos themselves and see what tweaks, what things you can do. And it's all about those small improvements. If you can just focus on one thing at a time, if your lighting isn't quite on point, get your lighting better, if your audio isn't quite there, just improve that, just look at these kind of different things, be really hungry to improve. I think that's really, really important. Learn about lighting, learn about your camera. I know the camera, there's so many different settings and so much to learn about it. Joni Simon at The Bite Shop does such an amazing job of this, and I think so many people are recommending her channel. I've watched a few videos and people rave about her. Another really important point with this is just to try new things, experiment a little bit. I didn't know what on earth color grading was a few months ago, but I researched it, I watched a lot of videos, and color grading is so good. How you edit a photo, you can literally do that with your video. You can look at the lightness, you can look at the blur, you can look at the white balance. There's so many different things you can do just to kind of tweak it and just to get your imagery, get your videos coming a little bit more alive. You can experiment with YouTube advertising, dabble in that a little bit, see how that works out for you. I think there are just so many different growth strategies that you can do. Not all of them are right, but some of them can really project and get your channel forwards. Yes, so remain committed to the cause. I know it can be really frustrating when you put in all those hours, blood, sweat and tears into making this video. You upload it and a couple of days later it's only got 100 views. I know it's really difficult, but the important thing is just to keep on it, keep making that content, have your have your long-term goals, and trust me, if you keep putting in the time, keep putting in the effort, and use these 5 tips that I've talked about today, it's going to help you gain momentum in your first 1,000 subs and of course your 4,000 hours of watch time that you need to get monetized on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, why not hit the like button, and why not subscribe for exciting food content that I am releasing every week. And until next time, fellow foodies, happy cooking.